loses a close, tough fight to Terence Crawford. I don't know.
But he's gotten older. He's grown out of the division.
Who?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but so is Terence Crawford.
You can't make the weight.
But so is Terence Crawford. I picked Terence Crawford because he started 135. Floyd started 130. He turned pro. He's 130 pounds.
I mean, Max really has earned the right to an opinion. His current opinion is that Terence Crawford is the greatest of all time. Now, I will tell you, Max is a fan. I can relate to this. I got in there and I did the sport, and there are times that there is a credibility that will come along with me for having done the sport. But I'm the same as Max. I'm a fan.
Good Crawford is, you know what I mean? Especially being, 38? Something like that, yeah, 38. So listen, to do what he done in the manner he did it, moving up 2 weights, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, one of the greatest to do it.
Kellerman breaks down the long-awaited showdown between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford, pointing out how their careers couldn't be more different. He explains that Floyd built his legacy by carefully selecting opponents to protect his perfect record, which gave him an impressive resume but often drew criticism for being too safe. Crawford, on the other hand, never dodged a challenge, taking on whoever was put in front of him and constantly proving his worth. And even with Mayweather's legendary...
It's wild, because if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first.
Kellerman has often questioned whether Floyd Mayweather truly deserves to sit at the top of the pound-for-pound rankings. While he acknowledges Floyd's brilliance and technical mastery, he argues that accomplishments alone do not automatically make him the greatest ever. In his breakdown, Kellerman turns the spotlight to Terence Crawford, who has captured championships across 4 weight divisions, a feat that puts him in the same conversation as Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao's career was defined by moving up in weight and beating elite fighters along.
No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing.
In another sharp critique, Kellerman pointed out that Floyd Mayweather built his undefeated streak by managing his career with extreme caution. He highlighted how Floyd often picked opponents who were past their prime or posed less of a threat. Early in his career, Mayweather was praised for his defensive brilliance and technical skill, but later he focused more on fights that offered financial rewards rather than real danger. This strategy led to criticism that his perfect record was more of a business move than proof of absolute dominance. Kellerman's argument is that while Floyd was undeniably great,
Floyd was fighting everyone right up until the point where he started to make money. But as much credit as you get for making, the primacy of business, for making business your priority, well, that comes with trade-offs, because when you make business decisions constantly, sometimes your athletic achievements won't be regarded in the same way as if you made athletic achievements your priority. That said, Mayweather has accomplished a tremendous amount athletically, but the 3 fighters he didn't fight, Antonio Margarito and Pacquiao, when he was obliterating De La Hoya and Shane Mosley when he still had something left. And while he will wind up fighting Pacquiao and Mosley, it'll both be, at the right time for Floyd. That said, what about at the right time for Floyd? He's also ancient. A fighter approaching 40, fighting at the level Mayweather is fighting, is unheard of. Mayweather, until recent times, would be considered one of the greatest older fighters. That would be the whole story. Oh my God, can you believe how old Mayweather is? It's a little bit unfair to Floyd. Say, well, you're picking these guys at the right time. Floyd is old.
Kellerman's bold claim that Terence Crawford could be the greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time stirred backlash from loyal Mayweather supporters who felt it was too soon to elevate Crawford to that level. Critics argued his career still has more to prove. But former UFC star Chael Sonnen defended Kellerman, saying analysts and fans alike have every right to make bold statements when they believe they are witnessing greatness. Sonnen stressed that Kellerman's take should not be dismissed as bias but respected as the view of someone who has studied boxing for decades. He explained that debates like this are healthy for the sport, as passionate disagreements and differing perspectives are what keep the conversation.
Max really has earned the right to an opinion. And his current opinion is that Terence Crawford is the greatest of all time. Now, I will tell you, Max, as a fan, I can relate to this. I got in there and I did the sport, and there are times that there is a credibility that will come along with me for having done the sport. But I'm the same as Max. I'm a fan. I stopped off and had a career doing it, but I started as a fan during my time in that career, and now I'm a fan. And Max was a little heavy on Canelo. Now, when I say it was a little heavy, it just surprised me as such an expert, as a guy that knows everything. I mean, Max knows.
Comes to the greatest of all time debate, Kellerman firmly rejects the idea that Floyd Mayweather automatically owns that title. He insists that Floyd never took the kind of high-risk fights that define legends. While no one can deny Mayweather's technical perfection, Kellerman argues that greatness is more than defensive skill and financial success. Fighters like Muhammad Ali and Roberto Duran built their legacies by putting everything on the line, facing the toughest rivals regardless of timing or advantage. In Kellerman's view,
anti-climaxing for him to drop back down because you already reached the height. You already slayed the giant. And essentially that's what Terence Crawford has already done. He slayed the giant, okay? Anything else he can do is going to be anti-climaxing.
boxer Hamza Shiraz spoke about his admiration for how Crawford has built his career, saying his path is unlike anyone else's because it combines dominance with a fearless attitude toward every major contender. Shiraz described it as an honor to watch a fighter who not only beats champions but does it with such calm precision that he makes the toughest challenges look easy.
Rocky Marciano was 49-0. Before Floyd got to 50-0, he was a heavyweight champ. Did anyone ever consider Rocky Marciano the GOAT? No, not seriously, no. Why would Floyd be considered the GOAT? Because he beat more fighters than Rocky?
One analyst drew attention to how the power balance in boxing is being reshaped by Saudi Arabia's growing influence. At the center of this shift is Turki Alashik, the driving force behind some of the biggest fight cards in recent years. Unlike the past when the United States dominated the scene, Saudi Arabia has now positioned itself as the new home.
I was saying it, oh mate, I had it totally wrong. But it just goes to show how good Crawford is, you know what I mean? Especially being, 38? Something like that, yeah, 38. So listen, to do what he done in the manner he did it, moving up 2 weights,
Crawford's defining moment came when he shocked the world by defeating Canelo Alvarez, a result that sent tremors throughout boxing. That win didn't just strengthen his resume, it also brought him an enormous payday, reportedly worth hundreds of millions.
And I had been telling you that he was not coming to America with that. For that, he is coming to take boxing to Saudi Arabia. He is not trying to help boxing in America.